Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. So today what I'm going to do is another, I like to call it faux alcohol ink look. Faux alcohol ink. Um, but Jordan Leopard sent me a post by Josie Lewis on Instagram. So go check Josie Lewis and Jordan Leopard out on Instagram. And she did like a cool project. I always show like technique, but I really don't show a project. So I thought, well, this would be a great way. I love giving shout outs. And I thought this would be a really cool little project. So I have a piece of like mixed media, paper, whatever. And what we're going to do is, one of my favorite things in the world is Roy G. Biv. I love teaching you guys who are starting out. You don't have to go by every color under the sun. You can, even though I love to do that, you can start out very easily. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and a black and white, and you can mix every color. But what we're going to do here is a rainbow. So what you're going to need is, like I said, a red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. And then I need to grab a blue. And then you're going to need black. Now, of course, you can do this any way you want, any colors that you want. You could do one color, you could do two colors, you could do 12 colors, doesn't matter. But the technique that they did was really, really neat because of the underneath. So I've done this with actually oil pastels where I've done the different colors and then done black over top. But this, because of the faux alcohol, oh, it's so delicious. So then what you need is, I have 91%, but you can of course use 70% isopropyl alcohol. I just get it from Walmart or what have you. And then like a dropper, any dropper. I save medicine droppers. I do the whole shebang, shaboo, la la. All right, so I'm gonna just wet my brush a little bit and we're going in. It isn't gonna take too much. I'm just gonna do little things and then I'll blend them because she blended them and they looked so pretty. Will I blend them as well as her? Probably not. So make sure you go. I think it's on her story. Hopefully she saves it. But you could, see what she did because it's really cool. Red, orange. Oh, I forgot yellow, the Y, but that's all right. We'll just do like that. Green. I do blue and then purple. And then that's it. We're going to do this is kind of like pastellies. Okay. So I think you see what I'm getting at. I have a wet brush. Maybe I'll use a bigger brush and then I'll wet it because that'll just get us the getting even faster. Okay. And we are just going to smush it out. You can see that's not your normal red. It's kind of like a, oh, you can't see nothing because of that light. I'm just gonna dab it dry and do our orange. And I'm just spreading it out before I blend it, if you know what I mean. I always say have a piece of notebook paper or printer paper or whatever. Girl, look how close that green is. We're going to push green down here. I think you're getting what I'm putting down there, right? And then we'll, just like that. We're going to just pretend like purple doesn't really exist in my world today, even though it is my favorite color. All right, so I'm going to rinse that. I'm going to dabbing for Angie and all the rest of you out there. All right, and then I'm going to like just blend back and forth. Just a minute. You don't want your brush too wet because then you see what happens. It kind of thins it out, but I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. And then you could, of course, go back in and add more of that purple or green, whatever you want. Okay, so you see kind of what we got going on here, right? I wish I had a little bit. Let's do some of our our Prussian blue. Just a little bit here, just to add a little bit of depth. Even though it's like a, yeah, for our blue. See how that adds just a little bit more depth. I'm just showing you a project. You could use this as a background. You can use this on anything you want, a ATC card, a background, mixed media. I mean, you do you. You do it. Okay, so I'm going to give that a second to dry. I don't know if she let that dry or not, but I'm just going to take a little bit of that off because I want to put black down. Now for me, I do things, you know, I like, I don't know, a little bit of everything. So if this is a little wet and kind of turns, I'm okay with that. But I want a little bit of that water that I added to my brush to kind of go away. And just leave us with the pigment. Right here. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to add watered down black. All right. So I'm using licorice. And what I'm going to do is take a piece of paper. I'm going to move that for a second. So pretty like this, just like this. I mean, just think of that, right? Look how fun. That'd be a great background to work on. I'm going to take a piece of paper, which you're not going to really be able to see very well. And I'm going to do a squirt of black. This is licorice. Use whatever you have. Now, what I'm going to do just to help me out a little bit is give it a little bit, because I want this watery. And then my brush is wet already. I want it to be fluid. You want that water. Oh, just this. Look at this. Look at the fun we're having just there with the water and the black. All right, and I'm going back and forth. A little bit more. Should have got a... I need to go to the dollar store and get foam plates because I'll use those over and over. But like black is something I really don't like to smudge around too much. All right, so now I'm going to lightly... See, it needs a little bit more water. I'll just spray my brush. Oh my goodness, excuse me. And you can see some of it's still wet. Leave it dry all the way if that concerns you. I don't get hung up on stuff like that, but you definitely can wait. Okay, because you want the full effect. Could I have waited? Yeah, it's hard when you're doing videos though, because not everybody likes to watch a long video. You know what I mean? Okay, so then you see we got that going on. It's black. I'm just gonna, okay, so I'm gonna put that in there. Now I'm gonna take my alcohol, gonna open it. I'm gonna take my dropper. And let's see if I had enough water. Yep. Watch what happens. Oh, awesome. Now, if you see a place, like I can see right here, it's not exactly as wet as I want it. I'm going to hold this far away and just give it light spritz, okay? Because that alcohol is going to react with that water. If you put it closer, you get different. And look at how delightful. My paper is kind of mushing up a little bit, but that's all right. Bowing. And you can even just touch it the littlest bit if you want different sizes. Look at that. Oh, why don't you go in frame, Cal? Now you see like right here where it dry, you know, obviously it was drier. You could see the difference in the look. But what's so cool is look at the, I like the difference, but of course, Look at that. I did a little squiggle. Look at me. Oh, the squiggle wiggles. You can write a word. You can do whatever you want. Now what I'm going to do, like right here, I'm going to turn it. Let's see if, oh, don't touch it because I'm going to do a little water. Let's see. I know it's smudged a little bit, but where the thicker areas are. So what do you do with this? Well, when it's dry, you can cut it into ATC size, 3.5 by 2.5. You could do inches. You can make this a background for whatever you want. You can draw on it. You can maybe, glue maybe a face or something that you did. Oh, look at that one. See where I sprayed water. And you see I'm like squiggling, look. Pretty cool, right? Oh, what do we need here? We need some. And just touch different areas because all those cool colors are going to come up. Look at that. How cool is that? Now, the fewer you do, I'm extreme, so I do a lot, but the fewer you do, you could do them more, in different places, strategically, whatever you want. I just love all the colors coming through. Look at that. So try it in your art journal or your somewhere where the pages are kind of, tape it down so you get a little bit better. Because you could see mine bowing a little bit, but I kind of dig it. Now this is a little dark for me over here, but I wonder if I sprayed a little bit of water. I think that's because the paint was wet and then it kind of gathered down here. Because if I take my paintbrush and take some of that off where it's dripping. Oh, I just changed my page and now, my brown thing, and now it's a mess again. Yeah, just pulling some of that off. Now I will take my dryer and dry this a little bit because that alcohol dries fast. This isn't something that'll take days to dry. I'm just tapping off some of the excess. Okay. But look at that, how cool. Things from home that you can use to do. I'll dry it and show you. All right. Put that in there. I'm going to need new water. Whoops. And look how quick. 10 minutes and we're in, right? 10 minutes. I'll hold this high just to kind of get, alcohol will dry immediately, and then the water, the paint. I want to get this so I can pick it up to show you. And you can do any colors, and you can do any color underneath. It doesn't matter. Any color on top, rather. Okay. We'll do like that. Oh, child, that's stuck. Okay, I'm just going to dab some of that black off. And ta-da! Look how cool. Look how cool that background is. You can really, just a few ideas, you can make this a fantastic, like do green. I would do, maybe the next time, which I'll probably be playing with this a little bit, but I would do I would paint probably some blue sky and white clouds. See, I'm into the white lately, don't ask. And then I would do like going down into the green. right? And then you can even do some of this as flowers. I mean, and you can make yourself a really cool abstract. So, you know, look at that. Very cool. So I want to go this way. I want to thank Jordan for sending this to me. Thank you, Jordan. And Josie Lewis on Instagram. Uh, very, very cool. I wanted to do it and show. And like I said, go check her out because hers looks different than mine, but you get the whole concept. So let me know down below what you guys think. This was so much fun. I could sit and do this. I tell you what, this is something fun to do when you don't, when you're not inspired and you're like, oh, I don't know what to do. You know, you're throwing some paint down, you're putting some black on. Everybody has alcohol at home, and a few drops. If you don't have that, use, you know, you can use the back of your paintbrush in the alcohol and just touch the dots, or a Q-tip. You know what I mean? Like, think about it. Whatever will get that alcohol on here, and it's just a lot of fun. So I wanted to show you guys because when Jordan sent it to me, I was like, that is just fantastic. I've done this a million times, but I've never done a project. And this I love, and I'll probably be hanging it because I really dig the way it came out. Once it's dry, it's going to be fantastic. I really want to see, like, I'm loving this down here. Let me just see real quick. I know. I can see on the camera that it's wet a little bit, so I just want to kind of dry so you guys can see it a little bit better. Drawing, 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 the paint, drawing, 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 the paint, looking. Okay. I can see, yeah, let me see if I can get that up at you guys. Let me just, the heck do I have on this? I guess I must have, I don't know. Look at that. Look how cool that looks. It has changed as it's drying. Okay, all right. I'm going to just sit and admire this. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I hope you guys try this. It's a lot of fun, and go check them out. And as always, please be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. I love you guys so very much. I love your comments. I love how sweet you guys are. I love you guys sharing my videos, and I love when you guys tag me or send me pictures of what you guys do. I love it. I am going to put down in my description down below. If you click it, you can find all kinds of information. I'm going to put a link to change.org. YouTube's changing a bunch of stuff, and I don't know where us arts and crafts are going to be. We're kind of like left in limbo. So if you would just go sign that for us, we would appreciate it. Read about what it's about. Otherwise, you know, you guys might lose all of us on here, and I don't know. We really love doing it, and there's just such good content from us that is, you know, I know a lot of you love. So if you would be so kind to do that, I would appreciate it. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.